Yeah, I mean, I thought we had good balance from all four of our lines tonight. I think obviously you look at the patience that our guys showed and looking for transition. They got such a good team. Their defensemen are watching them on video. They're the most dynamic team that we've seen on video with their guys getting up and down the ice. You look at them even at the very end. They create a lot of offense from their defense, from Zajac to Malaysia, Butcher, Van Voorhees. I mean, they get a lot of their offense and they create and jumpstart it. And I thought that, for the most part tonight, I thought we did a good job of looking for our transition through turnovers through the neutral zone. And the first one was obviously Christian capitalized on it, but he was above him and he had to stick down the ice and he was doing a lot of good things in order to get it. So I was pretty happy with, it was a solid job for us. But the real testament of our hockey team has to be tomorrow night and how we respond to to winning tonight and playing a solid game. But we need to come back and we need to be physical. We need to continue to do the things that I thought that kind of got us going late first or throughout the second period. And then obviously when we got the third goal, we were able to kind of sit back, probably sat back too much and turned some pucks over and paid the price for it. But it was a good effort.
Questions? It seemed like early on the pace of the game kind of up and down. For checking, was that something they did? Something?
No, they're a good team. Getting up and down the ice, they're a good team. I said they're a transitional team, and they got a lot of skill, as evidenced by the goal they scored to make it 1-1. The kid made a great individual effort, and we didn't play the body on it, and that's the kind of hockey team at any moment that they can. I mean, they're not one of the top 5 scoring offenses in the country for, by mistake. I mean, but between their defense and their forwards, they can get it done. So. But yeah, it was a good pace up and down in the game. But I thought some of that pace was that we were too much up on our toes a little bit and allowed the pace to get going. But I just thought we played a very controlled game, probably from about minute 8 of the first period through to near the end. I said where they kind of threw everything at us and had their defense really involved, and we did a good job of holding on.
Christian was very aggressive tonight in the offensive zone, whether on the forecheck, just trying to stuff it in. How does he utilize that to lead to success like he did tonight?
Well, when Christian plays with a stick down on the ice, and not just him but our whole team, but when he plays with a stick down on the ice and he's physical at the same time, he's got such a long reach, and he's starting to realize that the physicality doesn't mean anything if his stick's not down on the ice to create turnovers and deflect pucks, but he was on top of his game, and I thought that whole line was really solid, but I thought all the lines, I said we had good balance. I mean, I thought Fiegel, Diaz, and Freshy had some tremendous offensive opportunities in the second period and drew a penalty, and so it was but Christian is played very, very well, and again a big challenge for him to come back tomorrow night and do the exact same thing.
Coach, a couple of weekends ago you said that Christian might have been snake bitten a little, so was there a feeling that maybe just he needed one and then goals would start coming from there?
Well, everybody was snake bitten. We still got guys that are snake bitten. I mean, I thought Johnny McCarron had a couple great looks at the night tonight, 2-on-1, where he had one where he ripped in the first period. But so yeah, he's off of it. I mean, he's going now, and he got 2 tonight. He had 1 to win the game against Yale here. He's playing well, and he can be. I think he can be one of the most dominant players in the league. But he has to do that and play that way. The only way that you're dominant is if you play that way every game, every night. I mean, if you have 1 or 2 games where you're just average, you're not the most dominant player in the league. So he continues to play that way, play that hard. He'll have success.
How did having Joachim Ryan back in the lineup today impact the whole lineup?
Pretty easy to see, isn't it? You missed a guy like that for so many times. The human breakout when he gets going. Goes back and gets it. He just makes good decisions. He's so good at skating. He's great on his edges. He was involved in the offense tonight, and thought he did a great job in his first game back. He hasn't played since the first game of the year, so it was fun to have him back in our lineup. And I think that as the game went on, it helped us because our defenses, didn't get as tired, and so it was fun to see him back in our lineup.
You've said that he might be the best defenseman in college hockey. What in particular do you look forward to him contributing to this team as he's back and healthy?
Well, he's not back and healthy. I mean, that's he's getting to get healthy, and I think that he has to be limited right now for the amount of minutes and the situation he's playing in. But what makes him is that he's just tremendous vision of getting up and down the ice. I mean, just tremendous vision, tremendous edges on his skating, and he's just got great hockey sense. And it's been so disappointing for him. He's felt like as he's been sitting there, our team is wasn't scoring goals, and he was he felt he was great. He's assistant captain on our team. So we've missed him dearly, but I tell you, the guys that had to play in his absence really got good in a hurry, and that's the silver lining.
You have some thoughts on the power play? You had some different looks tonight going forward. What are you looking for from it?
Well, I think we had some good looks. We had some good opportunities to score. I mean, they're a good team, well coached. But we had some looks at it and didn't score. But it goes like that. I mean, if you're not getting chances, then you can worry. But we created some offensive opportunities for ourselves and didn't capitalize. And that was a big last minute of the game where 6-on-4 our guys paid the price to block shots in the last minute. I mean that a lot of sacrifice from the guys on the ice surface.
Another great game from Mitch. One goal game from him, and came up big again in the third period too.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I forget the save he made. One huge save there in the third period, and again controlled rebounds and did a tremendous job to make himself big. And a little puck luck in the second. Their kid made a great play. One of their defensemen again walked around our guy up top and wristed and hit the post. So, but you need those kind of things if you're going to play the way that he's been playing. And so it was good to see that he continues a strong play.
Coach, 14 goals in the last 4 games for your guys. What have been the biggest contributing factors to that offensive outburst?
Well, I just think offensive habits, we weren't getting rewarded early, but I mean, you look at a lot of the goals we've scored, being around the net and stopping at the net, even the chances we scored tonight was, obviously Christian scored the one and trying to think of the second, same thing, he came off a penalty kill, he stepped out and puck came to him and, he buried it, and the third one was again being above people, kept the puck in, paid the price. It took a big hit, and I didn't even see how the goal went in because I was watching him on the ice. So, but it's just offensive habits, not turning pucks over the blue lines, getting to the net, getting pucks down. Hockey is such a simple game that it amazes me that a lot of times how players don't understand that the best place to stop on the whole ice surface if you're an offensive player is right in front of their goalie. And we're starting to catch on to that, and it just having poise and patience, but it's just offensive habits. I don't think anything more than that.
Coach, the past 2 games, this game and the game in New York, is that the 2 most complete games that you think you played this year?
No, I don't think so. I mean, New York, I thought we were awful in the first period, and took a long time to get it going, and tonight, obviously the third period, I mean, gave up a lot of shots in the third, and I said they're a good team, and we knew they were going to come after us. So, it was one of the solid efforts. But I mean, our league is tough. I mean, Yale is a good hockey team in here. That was a good game for us. I mean, we played well in different parts of the season so far. So it's another good game. But I said they're a proud hockey team, and we're going to have to be ready for the game tomorrow night.
How do you feel out there?
Felt great. Yeah, no, it felt really good. I've been waiting for a while now to get back out there, and it felt fine. So thought it was a good first game back for me.
Coach said you're not fully healthy just yet. If you could give it a percentage, what would you say you're at right now?
70.
What can't you do?
It's just not like normal, It's hurts a little bit taking shots, and I can't really battle down low the way I want to. But and like if it gets hit and slashed on, that still hurts obviously. But it's good enough to play, and didn't have any issues with it tonight.
How long would it take to get you back to full game speed?
They said it should be fully healed in a couple, 8 weeks, so that'll be before the Florida tournament. So after this weekend, I'm good.
Been a couple of freshmen, Liz Webman, who kind of stepped in those opportunities in the lineup. Now that you got a chance to play out there, have you seen those guys progress since when they came in here at Cornell?
Yeah, no, they stepped up huge when I was out. Holden than Anderson too. I mean, our defense has been really good this year so far, and I thought we played really well tonight. You know, guys were talking out there, we were moving pucks well, and those two freshmen, they really stepped up and they're playing well.
What perspective did you get from sitting out for this period of time?
You know, you just when you're out, you just sit back and, especially being a senior, you really appreciate everything here. You know, it's missing home games and any games at all was really tough to watch from the stands, and because every game is so important, especially when you're struggling there. But you know, you watch a game and you learn things, like you watch guys that make mistakes, you learn from them, and but you also, I mean, I broke my finger, you know. People have way bigger problems than that, so we also realize that it's not that big of a deal.
It didn't seem like too long ago they were talking about getting the monkey off your back, and they have 3 points, 2 goals in the game. It's been a difference. How do you feel?
I think it's my haircut. Well, no, like I said earlier, it's like as soon as you get the monkey off your back, you feel what it's like to score goals, and it's no longer foreign feeling to you, and then the floodgates open, and hopefully they keep coming in. Tomorrow night's a bigger game than tonight was. Tonight won't mean anything if we don't win tomorrow, so focused on tomorrow.
Seemed some extra energy and intensity from you, particularly in the offensive zone today. What do you attribute that to? Take a couple Red Bulls before the game?
No, I mean, nothing. I changed a bit of my preparation for games. Just take a moment to myself before game times. Stand out in the rink and just stare at the ice and focus in. That was my first time doing it today, and it's definitely going to become part of my routine from now on.
Coach said you've been working on getting your stick down on the ice with your forechecking, trying to force them to go receive. I feel like you really put that towards your game today.
Yeah, I mean, forechecking and having your stick down when you're going to hit the guy, taking the pass lane away is huge, and that's something that the coaches preach here. And today it worked for me, especially on that first goal. Their D-man slipped up and then put it right on my stick, and I didn't even see the puck go in, but just that was my little blocker look there. It worked again, so it's been working for me.
Talk about Johnny's goal, and you didn't see it, obviously.
No, I didn't see anything. Like there was just a battle on the wall, and the puck squirted out, and I opened my hips to the wall and exposed my head and kind of tapped it out into the middle. I think it all happened so quick, and the guy just rocked like essentially only my head. And I helicoptered and got up, and my teeth stuck in my lip, and it wasn't fun. But I think had we not scored, like I got up and sat on one knee and looked down, and guys were celebrating like, Hilly, there he is, up there at the blue line on one knee. I don't think I would have got up had we not scored there.
So did it take you a minute to kind of regain?
Definitely, and I just went right to Eddie Kelly, our trainer. He asked me some questions, and the head's fine, so no problems.
There's no point in which you thought maybe this could be a concussion or anything to that effect.
Well, I mean, I got rocked, so I obviously wanted to see if there was any issues with my head, but no problems. I don't have a headache or anything, so no worries.
Anything else for Christian?
Seems like as your career's gone on here, you've used your body a lot around the net. Have you felt like you gained any, any skill using your body throughout the course of your couple of years here, and how you've improved with that?
I think our coaches do a great job of teaching us how to play as big men and encouraging us to do so. And this is just part of my development, learning to use my body and growing into it. And I think I've improved year to year, and hopefully I continue to improve in my senior year.